Welcome. I thought today I would just do a short video, 10-15 minutes, about exercises in sitting. I realise we're all going to be doing a lot more sitting, and whereas a physiotherapist I will be encouraging you to keep moving. As well as keeping moving, I'll put together some exercises to do while you're sitting. So when you're sitting at home, it certainly is important to get up and have a move about at least every hour for about 5 minutes. I would maybe suggest that you put your music on, have a bit of a jive, or walk out into the garden, have a walk, or up and down stairs a few times. It's really important to try and keep our activity levels up. So thinking about exercises in sitting, first of all thinking about posture in sitting, and just getting a good posture to start with. Another idea would be to have a different chair in your living room. So you could take a dining chair into your living room or a stool so that you spend some time sitting on a different chair. You're not in the same seat from morning till night. Not that any of you would be, but just in case. So sitting posture, first of all. Remember, when we're sitting, I'm going to turn my chair around, you're trying to get your pelvis as upright as possible. So you're trying not to sit with that pelvis tilted back. So you walk your sitting bones back to get those sitting bones, those bony parts of your bottom underneath you so your pelvis is upright. From there, you can slump your whole spine. Take your time and come back up. Tilt the pelvis forward, arch the back, take the neck up. And slump the whole spine, feeling that movement through the whole spine. If you want to do a nice deep breath, when you slump, you take a nice breath in and then out as you come up. And you should feel a nice stretch down in that slumped position, nice deep breath. And then come back to the middle, bringing your pelvis to that upright position. From there, you can think about a more Pilates movement, keeping the ribs and shoulders still and just a small tilt of the pelvis. So really focusing and concentrating on trying to move that pelvis on its own. Isolation of movement. That's it, and back to the middle. So, in a nice sitting posture, you're sitting on your sitting bones, pelvis is in neutral, the rest of the spine will fall into place. And then you come back and sit at the back of the chair. If you can, remember, both feet are on the floor and your legs aren't crossed, or you're not hooking your legs around the leg of the chair, you're just having your legs relaxed. Remember, if you think about your Pilates principles, hooking your legs around your chair, folding your legs, the input into your brain is about using my legs to hold me here, whereas we want the input to be I'm using my abdominals to hold me here. Just reminding you of your principles. So once we've found this nice position, we just do some gentle chin tucks. So when you're doing the chin tucks, remember you're not bending your neck and looking down to the floor. You're doing a nice tuck in, giving us a bit of a double chin. That's why I've turned away from the camera. You've probably got a good angle on it from there. So nice chin tuck, neck is long. So when you poke forward, so you're sitting watching the telly, you're looking at your laptop, you tend to poke forward, the top of the neck gets very stiff. We need to stretch it out, neck long. And you relax to the middle. So tucking in, neck long. From there we can tuck and turn. So you're taking the chin towards the shoulder. Tuck and turn. Remember, when you turn, don't let your chin dip down towards the shoulder. You're keeping your chin level, as if you're resting your chin on the shelf. You tuck and you turn. You tuck and you turn. Do 4 or 5 each way. Taking your time. Shoulders relaxed, shoulders away from ears. And back to the center. From there, we can tuck, turn, and then bend the ear down towards the shoulder. So you're getting a nice stretch through the neck and upper shoulder. Come back to the center and turn. So you turn and you side bend. Feeling that stretch. Take a nice deep breath while you're there. And breathe out to return. So breathe in to prepare. As you breathe out, you'll tuck and turn and dip. Breathe in to hold. Breathe out on the return. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out as you turn. Hold. Breathe out to return. Tuck, turn, dip down to the side. Well done. Good work. From there, we're just going to gently rotate the shoulders. Nice even circles. Forwards and backwards and the other way around. So taking the shoulder, think of that ball in the socket. You're really scooping that ball around the whole socket. And you can add your hands onto your shoulders if that makes life easier, and draw big circles with your elbows. Nice even circles. Keeping that nice lumbar spine posture. And back the other way. And rest. Well done. So from there, keeping your center set, so you can tuck under, roll away, come back to the middle. Trying to keep that length. That balloon is floating you taller even when you're sitting. So from there, we're going to do some shoulder shrugs. So shrugging up as tight as you can, make those muscles work. And then you're going to melt those shoulder blades down your back. Feel those muscles releasing. Shrug up as tight as you can, make those muscles work. And then think of that chocolate melting down your back. Those shoulder blades are just melting down. Feel them, those muscles letting go. Shrug up and let go. Take your time, shrug up and let go. Well done. From there, we'll clasp your hands together, turn your palms away and lift the arms up. Again, you're trying to keep your trunk still. So when you lift your arms, you're not tilting your pelvis forward and arching your back. You're keeping your pelvis nice and still and your back still. So it's just the shoulders that are doing the work. Palms away from you again. So really lengthen those hands away, not involving your back, and bringing those arms up and down. And then we'll lengthen away again, keeping that spine nice and still, isolating the movement to your shoulders. Well done. And rest. Good, well done. So from here, we're going to do a turn. So you can either hold the back of the chair or the front of the chair, and you're trying to just again keep the pelvis still, keep the shoulders down and turn. And we'll come back and go the other way, holding it for a good count of 6. Well done. So again, when you're doing this one, turn. You're thinking keeping your collarbones long, your back is straight, and come back to the middle. And the other way, nice turn. Shoulders are down. So try not to have your shoulders up, tense up there, drop them down. And back to the center. Well done. So we're going to take the hand and stretch. If you want to make that a little bit more of a stretch, you can straighten the opposite leg. So if you're turning your shoulders to the left, you would straighten your right leg. Pull your foot up if you're really wanting to get a nice stretch through the spine. Come back and go the other way. So turning that back as far as you can. Give yourself a little pull on the chair. If you're happy there, you can add in straightening the leg and pull the foot up. Again, holding for a good count of 6. Well done. Come back, go the other way. So turn far as you can. Straighten the opposite leg. And last one. Turning, keeping that back upright. Straighten the opposite leg. Okay, so a couple of other ones that you can do sitting on the chair. A simple just side bending down to one side. So keeping your weight even on each sitting bone. So again, you'll feel if you lean over as far as you can, that opposite side would lift. We're looking to do it the Pilates principles. Keep that pelvis anchored onto the chair. And as you lean over, you should be feeling a nice stretch through the side of the pelvis, into the ribs and up through the shoulder. If you want to make that a little bit more, you could reach those fingertips up to the ceiling. And we'll come down, keeping the center set. Keep that weight even on each sitting bone, leaning over as far as you can, not letting yourself lift. So keep that, if you're going to the right, your left hip is staying well anchored down onto the chair, and we'll lift the arm. Nice deep breath while you're there. And out. Again, you're holding for about a count of 6. One more each side. So side bending over, reaching up. Keep that weight anchored on the opposite hip. Nice deep breath. Feel get a deeper stretch. Come back to the center. And last one, so side bending down, keeping the weight anchored, lengthening up, feeling the breath. Well done. Then you can think a little bit about your hamstrings when you're sitting. If you come to the edge of the chair, you can straighten the knee, pull the foot up towards you, and if you want to have a little lean forward till you're feeling a stretch. So again, keeping the back nice and straight. You only lean as far forward as you can till you're feeling a stretch in that back of that leg. Well done, and we'll change sides. Straightening the knee, leaning forward. Try not to put your hands on the opposite knee and have a good lean. You just keep your hands relaxed beside you. Feeling a nice stretch. If you want to feel a bit more stretch, you can pull the foot up towards you. So you don't have to leave the chair and you can get a nice little hamstring stretch done. Well done. Lovely. So if you're sitting on a hard chair, then the other nice little one to do is just walk that pelvis back side by side. So you're feeling those sitting bones, and those sitting bones are walking forward to the edge of the chair and walking back. Well done. So hopefully that's just a few tips for you to do some exercise and you don't even have to leave the chair.